Hi guys, so I just wanted to do a quick video tonight. I've been doing a lot of shorts lately with my cooking and baking and everything like that. So uploading those. So I haven't been doing a lot of these long videos, and there's been, I say this every video, I swear, life just does not stop. Life does not stop, and still having a 4-year-old, the other two 9 and 13. So they're pretty independent, but the 4-year-old is still, not completely dependent on us, but still not quite to the point that he can be independent completely. So he just keeps us busy throughout the day. Sorry, I don't know what is going on, and I know it's been bad all year for a lot of people, but we've been having, and granted, we do live on a farm, so I know the flies. We've always had flies in the two houses that we've actually only lived in because we were always out in the country near farmland. So that's not too much of a big deal. But because it's been so hot and humid lately, we've been getting a lot of those little gnats around the house, and we've had to hang fly strips everywhere, and it's just driving me insane. Now, it doesn't help. Um, Honestly, I don't know who can relate to this. But this tonight, I have to hand wash dishes because we don't have a dishwasher, which is okay because that's something I've never had a dishwasher in my life other than like one time living at my in-laws when we were there for a short period of time when we came down to West Virginia. So that's the only time we really had a dishwasher. So this isn't something, but because I've been baking and cooking a lot, I usually want to actually clean up all the time. And every move I make, I'm cleaning in between making something with washing my hands and everything like that. So my kitchen is just a mess tonight because I do work from home, and I get up at 6:45, get off at 4. Being in front of a computer all day, it is draining for the eyes. I love my job. I'm not complaining. It's just I have to learn to take breaks in between to kind of get myself motivated. Sometimes I have to learn to step away and take like 5-minute breaks here and there so I'm motivated during the day. But that doesn't, and then I feel guilty for that, for even getting up for 5 minutes. So I've been struggling with a lack of sleep lately because I haven't been going to bed until 2 o'clock. So this is just a video, like, I want to get on and I want to ask for those people that are now, for the followers that have started following me, and for those that are watching my videos, like, do you love the recipe videos? Do you love the baking shorts? Do you love that kind of thing? Do you want to see more of things around the house? I know some people like to see just daily life stuff, because some people I know love to see the reality of things, and that was my whole thing with this. I wanted not only show the baking that I do or the cooking that I do, but I wanted to show the reality behind closed doors and not the sugarcoat stuff. There's just a lot that goes into everything every day, and I know a lot of people don't really understand it or see it sometimes unless you're living that, and I thought that would be good to show. No, we're not old. I mean, my husband's 40. I'm 36. My kids are still young. I mean, we kind of had our son late in life. We had him during COVID. I was actually having problems getting pregnant for a while and had a lot of health issues concerning that part of my body. So, and because those health issues started gradually getting worse, I was like, hey, we need to, if we're going to have one more baby and try one more time, we need to do this now. Like, my health issues were, I could tell I was getting to the point that there may have been a time, if I would have waited, that I couldn't have any more kids, and we at least wanted one more. We didn't care what it was, if it was a boy or a girl, but we were really hoping for a boy, and we did get him. And no matter what, as long as the baby was healthy, good, it didn't matter to us. But we knew we were done after that, after this last one. And thankfully we did have him, because my health during pregnancy started declining in that way. I was having major, at that point, my health problems with that system was just having major issues. So I did make it full term with him, and he was a home birth by accident, which was the best experience of my life. It was painful. I didn't really want pain meds anyway. But I think that to explain that part of it, it's gonna be long, but I will take that story short for any of those also that are like, hey, home births. Hey, I tell you what, if you know your baby's healthy and you're not having complications, home birth was the best. I literally lived an hour and a half away from the closest hospital. We went down because my contractions started late the evening before I had him. Of course, it was during COVID, so they were pushing people out the door and didn't want to keep you. And they kept telling me my body wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing. But come on now, I had 2 kids. I know when I'm in full-blown labor. I was in full-blown labor. I was having severe contractions close together. Just because I wasn't dilating quick enough, they didn't want to keep me. So after 2 hours of being on the monitor, I was sent home. My husband's driving. So another hour and a half on the way back home, my contractions got seconds apart. Literally seconds apart. And by the time we got home, I crawled into my door because I could not. The pain was just, I had back labor, so the pain was just unbearable. So we got home, I did that, and then I called the hospital again. I'm screaming in the phone and couldn't talk because my contractions were so hard. And if anybody has experienced back labor, you know, like when your contractions are that bad, like it was that bad because he shifted my back when I was pregnant with him, and I was doing physical therapy and they couldn't get it aligned because of the way he was laying. It just kept shifting it back. So my nerves were so bad with that. So when we got back, when that all happened, I called them on the phone. I said, hey, this is getting bad. They're like, hey, we need you down here now. So within that time of getting off the phone with them and literally 5 seconds later getting out the door, my water broke. My water never broke with my 2 younger ones, or 2 oldest ones. I actually had to have them induce me with them because I had troubles carrying them because I'm so tiny. So they had to induce me with those 2 and pop my water. So with him, my water actually broke. And my husband's like, there's no way. Come to find out, I wasn't lying. I mean, he realized I was telling the truth. I crawled my way back into the house. He's calling 911. Now, he's trained. He was fire company and he has prior EMS training. So I honestly felt more comfortable him being there than anybody at that point when this started. And I crawled myself in the hallway. They're telling him on the phone to get me on the couch. No way. I'm not making it. Thank goodness I didn't anyway. So within 45 minutes of all this, he's born. I'm literally pushing him out in my hallway. He was almost completely out by the time the EMS and paramedics got there. Now, unfortunately, they laid him on me just to cut his umbilical cord, but they gave him my husband until I got rid of the placenta and everything. And then I felt great. So from the time I had him to that second of getting ready to push, I was great. And once he was on his way out, I felt like a normal person again. And he got out once he was born, and my husband took him, and I got the placenta out. They're like, hey, can we take you out on a stretcher? I'm like, no, let me walk. They're like, unbelievable. Like, how is this they looked at me in there with shock in their eyes and smiled and laughing at me. They're like, how are you walking out of here? I'm like, honestly, all this pressure is off of me. Now, do I have problems with my back still? Yes, I still have problems with my back, and I need to get it fixed because it's not only shifted and my one leg shorter than the other because of it, but it's still pinching the sciatica a lot, and it really takes me down sometimes, especially if I'm on my, and I'm a heavy worker. I love when because I sit all day, I want to be up on my feet. I want to be doing something. I don't like sitting down, which I know, although I need to take breaks and give myself some rest on the weekends where I'm kind of detaching myself from work or any kind of like hard labor like that, but I'm still a mom, so it's mom life. Plus I'm that person. I've always been that person. I constantly have to be on the go. But again, that whole experience was awesome. This is just, I just wanted to get on here and do a couple things about myself and what you guys are looking for and what you guys really enjoy for those that have subscribed or looking at this video. I want to be able just to give the experiences that we have and show the farm life, the country life and everything, and behind the scenes, and my husband doing his stuff, and his company base. And I think those that have watched that video or those videos, he has his own business doing haunted house props, handmade. Masks are hand carved, hand painted, everything like that. So from beginning to end, everything is handmade. And then like the typical, he will build a haunted house, things like that. For those that saw that, I want to put that out there. I want to show that kind of thing. I want to show just different things of life that I thought would be, well, what I thought some people may like. And that's why I'm asking you guys that are subscribed and that are viewing this channel, what would be more interesting to you? Would you guys like to see a combination of his stuff, a combination of like life stuff around the house? I do want to take you guys on a tour of the house. And let me tell you, I just keep ranting on, but like I said, I want this video to be kind of like a informational video, a fun video, and just asking questions to those that have subscribed or those that are looking at my videos. I like to ask. I like to see what people are interested in. I want to give you guys a house tour because for me, this is exciting because my kids never got to be, we lived in the country, but the house that we had was a half a house, and they didn't have as much land to go out and play on. They didn't have their own rooms. They were sharing rooms, things like that. And this is our first house. Yeah, it's not ours, but it's ours. And we get to do it the way we want. And we get to allow them just to be kids. They get to go out. They get to play. They get to get dirty. They get to play in the water. They get to enjoy the country like we did as kids growing up, where I'm not one to I don't want my kids to be too protected of the outdoors. I want them to enjoy it. So I want to see, I want to be able to do a house tour, and that's going to come up once I get the house situated. It's still work in progress. We've only been here since February, and we're still switching things up. I know in fall we're going to be painting a couple rooms, things like that. If everybody has saw too, I've had chickens. I did hatch 2 batches, and the second batch, along with the first batch, have unfortunately, something took care of them. So we decided to get rid of the run we had because it was not great. Even though we tied it up and did more to it, we just felt it wasn't solid enough to us. And we are looking to build something next year, but we're going to be doing, we're also thinking about getting, my landlord also has baby goats every year. So I asked her the other day, I was like, hey, I would love to buy 2 from you next year when we get the fencing and everything. And So I'm looking to do that. We're looking to get chickens back, but we're going to buy our coop and everything. So I want to do some little walk arounds with that, because I know people enjoy the farm animals and the chickens and everything. I don't know if I'll be hatching again, so I don't know if I'll be doing videos with hatching. I may hatch, I don't know, because this last one, yeah, I got 12 out of 18, but it was a big struggle for me because some of them I had to help and some of them didn't make it because I had to help. I think, and two, I actually want more of a variety instead of just 2 breeds. So I'm looking to get a variety of things. We're looking to get the goats. Not only do we love goats as pets, but we're looking to get them to help. Like, their fencing is going to be around the chicken coop, so that will help keep some of the bigger predators away, because they're normal goats. They're not the pygmies or anything, so they're normal size goats. So and it will help clear out some of the back area we want to clear out to make it look nice. So again, I'm sorry for the long video, the long rant. You are seeing me, it is kind of dark tonight. I'm sorry, I'm trying to stand on the light. You are seeing me outside tonight. If you can hear the frogs, everything like that is so awesome out here at night. It's just so peaceful. It's incredibly different atmosphere than what we were used to for 8 years up in PA, even though it was country. My kids did not have a good experience the second half that we were there, because we had our landlords that we had up there moved in other tenants, and they were quite nasty. And the tenant we had prior to that was the landlord's mom. And like, my kids were able to go outside in their part of the yard, we're able to play and everything, and we're not getting stared at like they were wrong for anything, or nothing like that. Like, my kids couldn't be kids once these landlords or these other people moved in, because they were always getting criticized for being out there being too loud. They were doing something like, if they kicked the ball and it went into the neighbor's yard, the neighbor's yard was literally on the other side of the walkway. So it was one of those things where, like, we were ready to get out of there because these neighbors were just out of control. And there's another part of that made us uncomfortable, as there was the dad of the kids that was coming over to visit. And I don't want to put this out there, but he was not making my child, my now 13-year-old girl, feel comfortable, because he just gave off that vibe, and he would not stop staring at her. And come to find out later, there were issues, and he did get in trouble for it. And then we didn't know if he wasn't around after that once he got caught, but we weren't quite sure how long that was going to be. So it made us even uncomfortable with that. And I wanted my kids to be able to be comfortable, be able to have the freedom to go out and enjoy the outdoors and be kids. We, on top of that, also lived close to a main road. We had 2 accidents out front of our house, and it was just so scary, because it would be easy enough for a car to roll into our yard and our kids get hurt. So half the time, we couldn't let them play at the top of the yard. They only had half of it down by the parking lot where we parked, because we felt only safe for them to do so. So there was a lot of changes. It went okay, and it wasn't something that we were too, like, hey, we want out of here because of all this. No, we didn't complain, nothing like that. But we were so thankful when we were able to find a place in West Virginia that allows my kids to be kids. The landlords are so wonderful sorry, this is making me emotional. The landlords are so wonderful. They let them go up there. They let them be kids. They let them see the animals. They let them pet them. They let them feed the babies. They let them do what they want in the yard. They're able to be kids. They don't care as long as we keep the place nice and clean. And they have been thankful to us for doing so, because they're older and it was hard for them to keep up with everything. So I just want to say, I'm not in any way, this is just the best feeling in the world. And again, I want to thank those that have subscribed, and and are following me, if you guys have any ideas, please comment what you guys would like to see, what you guys are enjoying with this channel. If you guys want to see what else around here you guys would like to see, there's plenty of things that I have been doing I can show you. There's a lot of things in fall that we're doing around here. So I want to do before and afters, and just I just want to be able to give you guys the chance to let me know, what have you been liking? What more would you like to see? Things like that. On another note, so I wanted to show you guys the sky out here is beautiful at night. Oh, it's so hard to see now. It went away. There we go. This doesn't do any justice. Oh, that's some pictures. Now so you guys can see them. It's hard, like I said, the camera's not picking up on it very well. This is fine. Living when we lived in the country before, it was too much for me because we still had a bunch of houses around, so we weren't able to do this. But I remember as a little kid, my husband was just telling me, living like in the country, like far away when you are like not so close to houses, you just come outside and you lay in the grass at night and just look at the stars. There's so many of them around. The sky's so beautiful out here. So we have a telescope that my father-in-law gave us. So we're gonna do that at some point and let the kids come out here and look, because you can see some cool stuff. It's so beautiful. But again, I will add the pictures so you guys can see them. So that will be coming up too on this video. So again, everybody, that was just one of these videos where I just wanted to say, hey, thanks to people that have subscribed or looking at my channel. Just give me some ideas. I would love to hear your ideas in the comments. No idea will be a bad idea. What you guys would love to see. If you guys would love to see more of my baking, more of the things around here. I know because it's country, some people may enjoy the scenery, maybe some things like that. But again, please don't hesitate to comment. If you guys haven't already, and like these videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. There will be more content coming, shorts for my baking, my home cooked meal recipes, and some more videos of this. But that will be all for tonight, everybody. Thank you for watching, and have a good night. Bye.